Hello, everyone. It's time to look at 6A in our books. That's on page 46. This one includes a lot of reading and listening, and it's a North African story. Now, before you do that, can you please also look on the website and do the check your progress file 5, the grammar test and the vocabulary test, and also you can try the dictation where you listen to the recording and then you fill in the words, okay? But let's go on to 6A, a North African story in your books, okay? So, do you like reading on paper or on a screen? I know I prefer real books, but that's only because I spend too much time with the screen at the moment. Okay. Now, there's something about your reading habits on page 105. So we're going to 105 now. And it's all about reading in English. And it says, what kind of things do you read in your own language? Books, newspapers, magazines, websites, work documents, film subtitles, or song lyrics, or other things? And if it's other things, what do you read? Okay. Now, these are also good interview questions for a partner in a speaking exam. And also, when and where do you usually read? Do you usually read at school or at work? Do you usually read when you are on a bus or on a train? Do you read on holiday? Or do you read before you go to bed? Do you ever need to read things in English? What do you need to read? Personally, I would say you need to read things like stop signs if you're driving your car, danger signs if you're somewhere dangerous. So I'm just having a little joke there, but yeah, my answers, if you ask me the question, I read books, I read newspapers online and magazines, I read websites, I need to read lots of work documents. And sometimes I put the subtitles on films. I don't read song lyrics because I'm not really bothered if I'm saying the right words or not. Okay, so lots of things that I read, and of course emails and messages on social media and things like this. Okay, I read at work. I read on aeroplanes a lot and on trains. I normally take a book on holiday, but I don't read books before I go to bed. I never read before I go to bed. I don't like it. When I go to bed, I want to sleep, and the bed gets too warm for me if I read before I go to bed. Now, we read one book, Death at Hadrian's Wall, and there are many, many graded readers. Last year, Oxford gave us some free readers. Please, if you get the chance to go into the library soon, use those books. Okay, so back to our first page, and I'm going to do the introduction if I've got enough time for it. Read and listen to part 1 of a traditional story, answer the questions. You can go on to resources on the website, and if you look down at 6.1, you will hear the story here, and you can read along and answer the questions. Who are Hassan and Walid? Where do they live? What kind of life do they have? In what way are Hassan and Walid different? What valuable thing does their mother have? Why doesn't she want to sell it? And why does Hassan decide to leave home? Okay, so you please read the story now. The first part, it's called The Glass Bottle. And if you play the recording at the same time, you will hear the story. Okay? That's my instructions for part 1, and I'm going to put up the answers to the questions in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And here they are. They're brothers. They live in a small house in the desert. They're poor. Every day is the same. Hassan works hard. The mother has a ring, and he wants to help his mother. Okay, that's the end of part 1. Part 2 coming up shortly.